What's up, Pokéfriends? What's up, K-Kai crew? How's it going today? Very excited for today's episode of Pokéfriends because we have my good friend Killian, aka the Killustrator, here today with us. He does amazing artwork on Instagram, and he has his own Patreon, and he has a coffee, and he has his own. I know I'm missing one. His own shop online. Yeah. So I'll be asking him some questions, and at the end, I'll open it up for him to ask me questions if he has any. And we're just gonna have a good time hanging out and chatting. So yeah, without further ado, shall I ask the first question, Killian?
You may.
I may. Okay. So first question. They're kind of all Pokemon related because like my channel is Pokemon, but I also threw some art and like music in there and like some stuff about your Patreon just to sort of mix it up a little bit and make it more personalized to you.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Cool. So first one is, when did you first get into Pokemon?
Actually, I was expecting this question.
Yeah.
I do have an answer for that. I actually cannot remember like a single time when I did not have Pokemon in my life. Like
Yeah.
my deepest, oldest memory, like I already liked Pokemon. So it's like, and I'm 26, so it's kind of like we've existed at the same time, me and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um, like apparently I've asked my parents this, and it's just like one day it was on TV, and instead of like running around as normal little kids do, I was just like watching, not moving at all,
Just hooked.
just completely mesmerized.
Yeah.
And that's where it started. Like then I got a Game Boy one Christmas. I got Pokemon Blue. I couldn't read, so I just like went off of what the sprites were, and I knew the names, but I just like just trial and error, just figuring it out.
Yeah.
And it's just been going through every generation, just getting the games, playing, all just lifelong fan.
Lifelong fan. Yeah. It's weird being that age where like we've existed at the same time as Pokemon since it started, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like I like it. I think it's like special, but it is like it's like at least me, like at some point I'm thinking like wow, if I'm this old, and it's like, and Pokemon's been with me, like I wonder how much, like I wonder like when, like where else can you go? Like I've
Yeah.
at this point we've seen everything, and
Yeah.
it's like where else? And every time they go somewhere else, it's like really exciting. Like I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting, but very awesome at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
You kind of touched on it a little bit, but what are some of your favorite memories with Pokemon?
memories. Well, that the games are one. I was lucky enough to always get the both versions because I didn't really have anyone to trade with.
Yeah.
So I would do that. I would play both of them, and I trade amongst myself. I also, like, for the first four generations, I would always get the guide, the game guide,
Oh, okay.
and just like carry it around with me, like as if it was my own personal Pokédex.
Nice.
And like I'd see like a bird, and I'm like, oh, that's a Pidgey, and then I just flip to the Pidgey page.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's those are like long ago memories. I still remember and very fondly hold. I I think a recent memory that I really like was like when Sword and Shield came out, and they had the the Pokemon camp feature, or is it camp? Yeah, the Curry one, the
Yeah.
camp,
Yeah.
and that you can let your Pokemon like walk around. I like the feature, but I liked it like it dawned on me that like when Home came out, and then you could transfer your old Pokemon. I have like 15-year-old Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald,
Oh my gosh.
and they're like walking around there. I'm like, wow, like these are old bits of data, and now they're like here, like they're on the
Yeah.
team doing stuff.
Yeah. That's crazy. Huh. Um, next question.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
I wrapped that one up.
Okay. Do you collect cards at all? And if so, is there a favorite card in your collection?
Uh, I used to collect them like a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
I fell off at about generation 3,
Okay.
but last summer I started buying them again because I just really like the art, and like from,
Yeah.
from what I've seen in recent years, the art has like stepped up like very, very well.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
Um, a favorite card, I don't know. I like them. I don't play TCG. I like the art.
Yeah.
I like I like the ones where they tell a story. Like there's one with the Natus and then the Bouffalante in the Afro in the Blizzard.
Okay.
Yeah, like or the one where it's like a trainer growing up with a Tepig. I like that one too. I like those ones. Those ones are cute. I like it when the art style is like vastly different from the Sugimori art.
Yeah.
Um but I have like gent types of favorites. I don't have a favorite in particular. Like
Okay.
I saw one recently that I liked. I think it was Yveltal. I don't remember, but I saw one I really liked that I sent a friend. I told, "Oh, this is awesome. I want this one."
Hmm.
But
Nice.
yeah, but I can't remember. I At some point I might find a favorite, like if I keep collecting. But right now I'm cool with all.
Yeah. Definitely. Um, outside of artwork and Pokemon, what does the normal day in the life look for you?
Uh, well, I right now I'm not working. I am doing full time artist, full time shop.
Yeah.
So I usually just like wake up if I'm not in a rush, I do exercise. I go out to cafes to draw.
Oh,
Because,
nice.
yeah, because like at home there's like too many distractions. I have two cats.
Oh, wow.
Who, yeah, who they are siblings in the purest sense in
Yeah.
that they bicker and fight a lot.
Oh, nice.
And like if I'm at home, I have to like constantly be breaking up their fights.
Oh my gosh.
And like they have their own room, so like when I leave they go to their room and they hang out in there, and they're good there. But then and then I can then I that lets me go out and do stuff at cafes and like out in the day, out and about.
Yeah. Nice. What's your favorite cafe to go to?
There's one in downtown San Diego that I like. It's called Portal Cafe. I happened upon it very recently, but I really like it. It's like very you well, I'm gonna say user friendly because like you can just sit down and like be on your computer. The system for ordering is cool. It's automated. There's
Oh,
outlets everywhere. It's like it's very comfortable to like to just
that's
sit
cool.
down and do something.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like I'm the type of person that needs to be at his own desk in order to get work done. I've tried going to cafes and stuff, but it never worked for me whenever I was like in college or anything.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
It's really depends on how you process work and how you get your tasks done.
definitely. Yeah.
Like for me, going out is actually better because like I hear people, I hear lots of background noise, and it doesn't distract me because it's more like it really that's what it is, like background noise, white noise.
Yeah.
And like in my head I can just focus on what I have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. Um, where's my next question? Here we go. How long have you been doing graphic design and artwork for?
Um well, artwork technically my whole life,
Yeah.
but professionally I would say 4 years.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then graphic design 6 years because that's what I decided to do in college. um, I started with art like about halfway through my graphic design career.
Hmm.
Uh, I actually I actually started my Instagram account as a webcomic account because I am working on one. It's not out. I have like the main character is like the main avatar in my shop and stuff I use on online.
Uh-huh.
And that's what launched my Instagram account, and I started doing art about that. But then slowly I'm like, okay, well, I like drawing Pokemon, I like drawing Nintendo stuff. I'm gonna add this too, and I just kept going and kept going. And actually, I didn't start like as strong as I am now, or like in full force like I am doing it now until November of last year. No,
Okay.
not November, like October. Like October, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I started like going so like the thing is I do art. Well, I like drawing and I like uh, other phone is ringing. Uh I like doing art as a escape from like the normal tedium of the day.
Yeah.
And I had this job where I was like very, very frustrated. I hated doing it. So I would like at night draw and draw like every single day. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm drawing every day. I should probably post this.
Yeah.
And like since I was drawing every day, I was like practicing every day. So I got better over time.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then that's when I started getting noticed online. And eventually I started making a schedule. I started planning a bunch of things, and that's how the shop came about. That's how Patreon and Kofi came about. And it's been a journey. It's been a really long journey, and but it's not done yet. But it's interesting so far.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of touched on it a little bit with like going to cafes and the white noise and being able to block that out. But what does the creative process look like for you?
So for me, hmm, I usually I usually start with one idea, and then while I'm thinking about it, I have a bunch of other offshoot ideas and a bunch of other things I want to do.
Hmm.
So much that I have to make a list of it, or I'll just forget what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I usually work on multiple things at a time, so I don't feel the fatigue from one project.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, uh, while I'm doing the one project as I'm close to finishing, I start thinking about what I want to do next.
Mm.
So like I never like feeling unprepared when I'm doing something.
Okay. Yeah.
So like yeah, it's like a cycle of start, develop, finish, and then partway through the final two steps, a new cycle begins. It's like yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
like I would go to sleep, and before I go to sleep, I start thinking about what I want to do tomorrow, what I want to draw tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And when I wake up, I'm like, okay, before I get out of bed, what's my checklist for today? I'm like, okay, draw this, print that, blah blah blah, and then I get up and then I just start doing things.
Mm. Okay. With that creative process, how do you avoid getting burnt out on making art and graphic designing?
Avoiding burnout. I honestly, I I think it hasn't been an issue yet
Yeah.
because I just like drawing what I like. Like
Hmm.
I'm just doing purely what I enjoy. Like I when I would work in as a graphic designer or UX UI designer, um, for at the old job or at the old startup I used to work at, I would get burned out really, really fast because it's like this. I don't believe in what they're doing. I
And
don't like it.
you're not like drawing things or you're creating things that you wanted to create.
Yeah, it's like,
That makes sense.
yeah, it's, and that's, and I do have to clarify, that's not always the case. Like I think this one particular job got me burnt out faster because there was lots of things wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I do tend to like get burnt out faster if the project isn't interesting to me, or if it's not uh just not as cool, or it's not as fun, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like if I'm drawing stuff I like, or if I'm drawing stuff that I wanted to, or that even is like a fun challenge, I think I don't think I haven't yet gotten burnt out on it. And I think that's the key. Just like do what makes you happy. And yeah.
Nice. Um, Next question, sort of shifting gears a little bit, but who's your favorite musical artist and why? Or what is your favorite music genre?
Mm, okay, so my favorite music genre, I hmm, I think the objective answer would be alternative,
Okay.
but it really depends on the mood I'm in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like sometimes if I'm like upset, I'll just hear something that doesn't make me more upset, but it just like helps me calm down.
Yeah.
Or if I'm happy, I just listen to like really poppy, exciting stuff.
Gotcha.
My favorite group is BTS.
Nice.
Yeah, the K-pop.
Kings, dude. We love BTS in this house.
Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, like I really really love BTS. I'm fairly new. Like I started liking them 3 years ago.
Okay.
Like it was before Dynamite came out. Uh, yeah, I just like I started hearing them because like I would hear my friends say, oh, like my friends. Well, I have a few friends that don't like BTS, and I'm like, okay, well, why? And then I listen to them, and I'm like, well, you guys are crazy. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I just kept hearing, and I've just like kept loving everything they do. I actually went to see them in LA when they
Oh,
came.
wow.
Yeah, in December.
That's super. This past December?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's super cool.
Yeah, that was a very fun experience.
Yeah. Nice. Um, when did you first find a passion for drawing and graphic design?
Okay, so first drawing, I have always loved drawing. It's
Yeah.
always been my go-to activity. When I was younger, I would make little like I would like make Pokemons or Sonic characters that didn't have figures or toys at the time, and I would like make them into paper and cut them out and play with those.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, things.
Super
Uh,
creative.
yeah, I would do that, and then I would make like little comic books. I would do um, flip books like out of paper, lots of little papers.
Hmm.
And so drawing's always been a part of like my core identity.
Okay.
Graphic design is something more recent. It's basically it was kind of like when I went into college, because my college experience was like I got out of high school, I left home, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I moved out of my house when I was 18. My parents said you can live alone, but you have to go to college.
Gotcha.
So I was like at a point where I'm like the day before inscription or enrolling ended, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I want to do? And I'm looking at all the stuff, and there's graphic design where it's not exactly art. Well, it isn't art, but it's like making things look aesthetically pleasing, making things look nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I enjoy making things look nice. So I took graphic design. It was pretty good. I like it. I still do it like as part-time freelance.
Yeah.
I I tend to advertise the art a bit more because I like doing commissions. I like doing, I like making artwork because I think it's more free.
Hmm.
Graphic design is a bit more rigid. There are certain rules. There are aesthetics you have to adhere to if it's for a certain brand.
Yeah,
But I still like it. I still like doing that. But but yeah, but that hasn't been as present in my life as art, as pure art.
gotcha. Cool. I do want to say just off the bat, well, not off the bat because we're like 20 minutes into the interview, but Killian did design the thumbnail for this episode, and I'm super pleased with it. It turned out amazing, turned out better than I could have imagined. So I just want to thank you for that, Killian.
Ah, no problem. Like thanks for approaching me about it. It was really fun. You picked out really fun Pokemons. That's what I like. I like seeing my stuff used in that way, like for other creatives.
Definitely.
I that's a really good feeling. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find my next question here. What is it like creating art for patrons? And do you ever get scared that some of your patrons might not like the artwork that you make?
Um, Making the art for Patreon. So the way I have Patreon set up, I Patreon and Instagram and Kofi to an extent.
Yeah.
I I have them set up as like a hand in hand type of thing
Okay.
where I upload like previews to Patreon or future projects that I haven't announced yet on Instagram. So it's more like a behind the scenes thing.
Hmm.
And then on Instagram is when the full thing comes out and it's like more public.
Gotcha.
Um, I did recently do I still have it's still ongoing at the time of this video, a raffle where I'm raffling off this Psyduck shirt that I made.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I linked that's linked more to Kofi because you can't do that on Patreon. Like it's against their rules.
Oh,
But what I want,
it's against the rules to do giveaways or raffles.
yes.
Interesting.
Well, I think actually giveaways aren't, but raffles are.
Interesting. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's not linked to that. But what I do want to do pretty soon actually, because right now I have the highest tier is a sticker pack. Like that's the price for that.
Yeah.
Uh the sticker pack for next month for May is gonna be Gumi and its evolution line.
Ooh, I love.
But yeah, what I want to do is make a another tier and I want to like make more shirts for that. So like I want to make a Gumi shirt and have like a Gumi merch pack and have that there.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like I want to do more with shirts. I just want to do so many things. I sometimes have too many ideas.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah. So many ideas, such little time, right?
Yes, yes, too much is not enough.
Yeah. What was it like starting your own shop?
It was a very long process. It took me longer than I expected
Yeah.
because I can code, but I'm not exceptionally good at it. So I had help from another person, a friend.
Gotcha.
Uh, I at the end of the day, I like did the designs for it. I I'm the one that decorated it and all that stuff. But like I had to work with her to make the pages, what I wanted on there. So that took a while. It took longer than I expected.
Yeah.
And well after that I was hyping it up for like a while, like announcement soon, shop open soon, and then I opened it, and it's been open for 2 weeks. It's been as you would expect a new business to be.
Yeah.
it wasn't like I wasn't getting 100 orders like immediately.
Yeah.
Uh, it's still a bit slow. Um, but what I like about it over Etsy or over other platforms is that I can add whatever I want.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's no, there's like no extra fees, there's no extra shipping.
Yeah.
Like it's more, I'm more in control of the content on there, and
That's
that's what I like the most about it.
yeah, definitely. Because then you can really utilize your creative outlet to the best that you can, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Um, who's someone you really look up to in the Pokemon dash artwork community?
Someone I look up to, um, well, okay, so you've had him on before. I really admire uh Jordan or Jojo Stitches.
Yep.
Or well, actually, yeah, he had a rebranding. It's now it's Hey Yo Jojo.
Yeah, now it's all different.
Yeah, like I really I admire his work and like just the amount of success he's had. And that's like really inspiring to me because it's like, okay, well, I I I want to make cool Pokemon stuff too. Like I really I really like how he presents his himself in general, like the account, like the cool TikToks, the merch drops, and all the branding. I really like his style.
Hmm. Yeah, me too. Good old
Yeah,
JoJo.
yeah, and like I also like, well, like I like Byron. I like his stuff too.
Yeah, yeah,
I like almost I feel I follow a bunch of people. I like Tosin. I have a friend. Well, there are a couple of friends. It's Dylan Bean draws and Sketchpow. Like they draw really fun, cute Pokemon stuff too. I there's a lot of people. Like I'm probably blanking a bit right now, but
that's
I
okay.
I admire a lot. I am actually surprised at the amount of really cool people I have met on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's it's very it's very reassuring, like to know that there are like this really cool people that you can just happen upon. And yeah, I there's a lot. There's probably, I'm forgetting a bunch of people, but they're definitely, I definitely admire a lot of people.
yeah, definitely. It's so hard to pick one, right?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. It's like it's, and especially to like explain why, because like there's some people that you like really just like enjoy what they do,
Yeah,
and it's a certain feeling that you can't quite explain, but you know you enjoy it.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so that's a bit, that's a lot that's going on.
Yeah, nice, nice. Um, what's your favorite Pokemon and why?
So right now, my favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like uh, I'm pretty sure he's a lot of people's favorites, but I like him. I like his creepy aesthetic. I like
Yeah.
his sad backstory.
What is
Uh,
the backstory? I don't think I'm aware of what the backstory is. I'm
well,
gonna.
Mimikyu. Okay, so Mimikyu is like, he's the ghost fairy type.
Yep.
He's a ghost that wears like the Pikachu outfit because
Yep.
he wants to be loved as much as Pikachu is.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah. As soon as I heard, well, when I first saw Mimikyu, because that's when they used to do Koro scans,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh sweet, it's a dead Pikachu. But then, but then they clarified that it's actually just a ghost dressed up like a sheet ghost with a Pikachu costume. I'm
Okay.
like, okay, that's cool. And then they said, okay, he does this because he wants to be Pikachu, because he wants to be popular. I'm like, oh, that's adorable.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, and then like I love the trial in Sun and Moon where you're in the haunted store and Mimikyu's behind you. I used Mimikyu in my Sun and Moon playthrough, and I use him when I battle online. Uh, and I love the ability. I love the moveset. I love a lot of things about Mimikyu.
Yeah.
So he's like the entire package for me.
That's cool.
Before Mimikyu, my favorite, and I think to an extent he still is, because I do hold a fondness for this one, for Infernape.
Yeah. Infernape.
Because yeah, because like when I was since I was like growing up with Pokemon, for the first three generations, I either couldn't read or didn't want to read.
Yeah.
I was probably not playing the proper way.
Yeah.
But by the time Platinum came out, I started to pay attention to what the games actually were, and I started to enjoy them even more.
Mm.
And I still have my Infernape from Platinum. It's in home. It's in home chilling right now.
Nice.
And I've just had that Infernape with me forever, and it's been like so many battles to so many regions. I have a special attachment to Infernape, and I like the design. I like the arc or Ash's Infernape in the anime.
Mhm.
I like a lot of that about that Pokemon. Is very It's a very personal reason, but I like him very much.
Nice. Ooh, this is a good one. If you could choose a partner Pokemon besides your favorite, which would it be?
A partner besides my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, I hmm, I might okay. I've actually thought. Excuse me.
It's hard, right? Because you want
It
your
is.
favorite to be your partner.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking, okay, well, what I want, do I want to look intimidating? Do I want to look cool?
Yeah.
Uh, I I'm inclined to say something like Lucario or Bisharp,
Nice.
because well, that's the edgy teen in me manifesting himself,
Yeah.
wanting, wanting to look wanting to look cool.
Yeah.
Um, I would also, so if I had to narrow it down, it would either be Lucario, Bisharp, Gallade, or Frostmoth.
Ooh, okay.
Like yeah, like those. Like I think I would like enjoy just like walking around with those ones in particular.
Yeah, definitely. Um, let's see. Which Pokemon do you feel that you resemble the most? Whether it's behavior or looks or personality.
Behavior, looks, personality. Hmm. People. Okay, so people actually have told me, like my IRL friends, like they've said like, oh, it makes sense that you like Mimikyu. You kind of get off that same vibe. I'm like, okay, thank you, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and it doesn't help that my name's Killian, so it's like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh, in terms of like personality, um, I think it wouldn't be incorrect to like say I would gravitate towards a ghost type, but now that I'm saying it, I think specifically maybe Rotom.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I actually have a plushie.
Oh, I want that one. I love him.
Yeah.
I actually do really like Rotom. I would say so, either Rotom or Porygon Z actually.
Oregon Z, okay.
Yeah, because it's like a just an odd oddball, like
Okay.
always jittering, always moving, and
Yeah.
like that's I don't like sitting down for too long. I always have to be moving, otherwise I get really restless and start like moving my leg up and down or jittering about.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something. Um, yeah, I guess to give a definitive answer, just like ghost types in general, Rotom specifically, Porygon Z.
Cool. Cool. See, this is the last question I'll ask today. And it is, who or what inspires you to create art?
Who or what inspires me to create art? Mm, I What inspires me to create art is I just really want I just really want to create something in this entire world that is genuinely me.
Yeah.
Like when I used to really care about how I drew and what people thought of my art. And that's probably a big reason why I didn't post for so long, like before doing it full time. Because like I'm like, okay, well this I don't think this is good. Like I have friends who like draw more, and I used to think that okay, well they're better, so I'll just leave it to them to make cool stuff.
Hmm.
But then I started thinking like you know what? No, I this is wrong. I just want to do something that like I can say is something I made, and that gives across the impression that yeah, that someone put a lot of heart and a lot of what they stand for or what they are into this art, and that's cool. And that's what inspires me most of all. Like I just want to do stuff that's like genuinely stuff that I like, that I do. Like I
I love that.
well, thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, that was all the questions I had for you, Killian. Do you have any questions for me? I always open it up at the end for my guests to ask me any questions if they're any curious about anything about myself.
I am like I saw I was watching well I was scrolling through stories on Instagram yesterday. I saw your TCG ones.
Yeah.
How'd you get like how long have you been into that? Like how long have you been to the TCG scene?
I I collected cards a lot as a kid, and then I fell off probably when I was about 13, 14 to like middle school. And then high school, I didn't really collect it all either. But then like my senior year of college is when I got back into collecting, and I really I really got back into collecting. I just was buying singles left and right and purchasing my favorite looking cards. And then that was probably for about 2 years that I was just collecting cards and not playing the TCG. And I think probably about either 3 months ago or 4 months ago is when I actually relearned how to play the TCG, because I haven't played since I was a kid, and I was really bad as a kid, so I probably didn't know how to play at all, honestly. So one of my buddies sat down with me and he taught me how to play, and that was probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And now me and a group of friends play like every weekend, and we'll even hold our own little tournaments and we'll like excuse me, we'll go out and buy prizes. So like we'll all chip in $10 to get an ETB, and then we'll just have that to be the main prize between like the six of us. So that's pretty fun. But I'd say recently I've been into the TCG for like the past 2 to 3 years now.
So with the Sword and Shield
Yeah,
era.
just about when Sword and Shield came out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, and you know that actually segues good into my next question that I've actually been wanting to ask you for a while.
Yeah.
What is your favorite generation?
Oh my gosh. Um, I think my favorite generation is Sinnoh, so Generation 4.
Hey, same.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite generation because that is the generation that really sort of kept my love for Pokemon going when I was, because that came out when I was like sixth grade or in middle school. And then that's when I sort of stopped playing Pokemon, but that sort of reignited from when I was a kid. And uh it really brought a lot of memories for me when Sinnoh or when Diamond and Pearl came out. And I just have tons of really great memories playing with my friends, staying up till like 3 a.m. in the morning, and our parents coming in and yelling at us to go to bed. But I think probably Generation 4 is my all-time favorite.
Yeah, I would say so too. Like I feel the same. Like I have memories of waking up at 12 a.m. to catch Rotom,
Yeah, yeah,
Like I think as of now, I've spent more time into Sword and Shield because of the online.
yeah.
But
Def-
I think overall, I spent more time playing Platinum, like just doing the daily stuff, just training to get to 100 with all my
yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah,
Yeah, like I feel the Sinnoh love, and actually, like back to your question about the favorite memory,
yeah,
when Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl came out, like and I do want to say that I think they're fine games. Like I enjoyed them. I like Legends Arceus more. But what
yeah,
I like about Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is that like for the very first time when I played it, I actually could like remember all those times, like playing with the DS under the covers and like going to certain places.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh, I remember this. This is nice.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, probably the memories is what makes Generation 4 so precious to me.
Yeah, definitely. And so is your favorite Pokemon also a Gen 4 Pokemon or is it different?
Um, there's so many Pokemon that could possibly be my favorites, but one of my all-time favorites is Lucario. So I was super stoked when you said that one about a partner Pokemon.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I really like Scorbunny.
Okay, okay.
I think Scorbunny is just so adorable. And then Typhlosion is another one of my favorites.
See, I was thinking because like, when you asked me about the commission and you
Yeah.
sent your list of six, I'm like, I wonder which one of these is his favorite.
Yeah. I think Typhlosion is my favorite out of the ones in the commission.
I think so too. I really liked making. I like the design in general, but I like really like drawing Hisuian Typhlosion as mystical and ghostly.
Yeah, definitely. Any other questions?
Mm, I think. Hmm. Okay, I do have one final one.
Yeah.
If you could be a gym leader, what type of Pokemon would you specialize in?
Oh wow, no one's ever asked me this before. Um, just one or can I do two?
Okay, let's make it interesting.
Okay.
One
Okay.
one for gym leader, one for Elite Four member.
Ooh, okay. So I think gym leader, I would do fighting. I'd be a fighting type gym leader because I'm really into sports and I work out often. So I feel like that just fits my personality a little bit better uh than other typings. And then Elite Four member, wow. Maybe psychic.
Psychic. Okay.
Yeah, maybe psychic. Just because I really like the psychic Pokemon in general, and they're just really good, like competitively, and there's really good like move sets.
Wow, so that you got like the balance going on, like both the opposite
Oh
type.
yeah, yeah. There's like the brain versus bronze.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Wow, that's cool. Like,
yeah. What about you?
okay, so for me, I think as a gym leader, I'd probably be either fire or electric.
Ooh, okay.
Because like I like the designs for both. I lean a bit more towards fire. I just really like fire types.
Yeah.
Like I think I actually counted a few days ago. I Fire's been my most common starter type.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so like I gravitate a lot towards those. Yeah, that would be my gym team. It'd be fun to just burn everything. As an Elite Four member, where I think you'd have to be a bit more tricky with your fights and strategy, I would be Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love Ghost types. I love their designs. I love their powers, their skill sets.
Yeah. Definitely.
Whenever I go online to fight in ranked, I don't care if I win. I just like messing around with ghosts and hexes and
Yeah. Shadow balls and all that stuff.
shadow ball status conditions. I just like messing around with ghosts. And
Yeah.
it's yeah. I like doing that.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, Ghost and Fire. Ghost and Fire types in general are my favorites.
Yeah, which I think it's perfect because Hisuian Typhlosion is Ghost and Fire.
Yes, that
Yeah.
I I was gonna go with Oshawott before, but then I
Oh,
saw
really?
the leaked designs and I saw that he was Ghost and Fire. I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta get this one.
Yeah. I was like, what a dope typing.
Yes,
Ghost
I
and Fire? What?
yes, I yeah, Typhlosion, Chandelure, Blacephalon, I just love them all.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, that just about wraps up our Pokéfriends episode, my friend.
Uh,
Um, yeah, so Pokéfriends, KK crew, thanks for tuning in for today's special episode of Pokéfriends with Killustrator. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.